Geography Class 11th NCERT Chapter number 15 Life on the Earth. Life on the Earth is found almost everywhere. Living organisms are found from the poles to the equator, from the bottom of the sea to several kilometers in the air, from freezing water to dry valleys, from under the sea to underground water lying below the Earth's surface. The biosphere includes all the living components of the Earth. It consists of all plants and animals, including all the microorganisms that live on the planet Earth and their interaction with the surrounding environment. The biosphere and its components are very significant elements of the environment. These elements interact with other components of the natural landscape, such as land, water, and soil. They are also influenced by the atmospheric elements such as temperature, rainfall, moisture, and sunlight. The interaction of biosphere with land, air, and water are important to the growth and development of the development important to the growth, development, and evolution of the organism. The term ecology is derived from the Greek word oikos, oikos, meaning the house, combined with the word logy, meaning the science of or the study of. Literally, ecology is the study of the earth as a household of the plants, human beings, animals, and microorganisms. The German geologist Ernst Haeckel, who used the term as ecology in 1869, became the first person to use the term ecology. The study of interaction between the life forms and the physical environment is the science of ecology. Hence, ecology can be defined as the scientific study of the interaction of organisms with their physical environment and with each other. Ecosystems are of two major types, terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial ecosystem can be further be classified into biomes. The biome is a plant and animal community that covers a large geographical area. The boundaries of different biomes and on land are determined mainly by climate. From a structural point of view, all ecosystems consist of abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic factors include rainfall, temperature, sunlight, atmospheric humidity, soil condition, inorganic substance in bracket carbon dioxide, water, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, etc. Biotic factors include the producers. Biotic factors include the producers, the consumers in bracket primary, secondary, tertiary bracket close, and the decomposers. The producer include all the green plants which manufacture their own food through photosynthesis. The primary consumers include herbivorous animals like deer, goats, mice, and all plant-eating animals. The carnivores include all the flesh-eating animals like snakes, tigers, lions. Certain carnivores that feed also on carnivores are known as top carnivores like hawks and mongooses. Decomposers are those that feed on dead organisms in bracket, for example scavengers like vultures and crows bracket close, and the further breaking down of the dead matters by other decomposing agents like bacteria and various microorganisms. Generally, two types of food chain are recognized: grazing food chain and detritus food chain. In a grazing food chain, the first level starts with plants as producers and ends with carnivores as consumers at the last level, with the herbivores being at the intermediate level. There are 5 major biomes: forest, desert, grassland, aquatic, and altitudinal biomes. The sun is the basic source of the energy all, on which all life depends. The energy initiate life processes in the biosphere through photosynthesis, the main source of food and energy for green plants. During photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is converted into organic compound and oxygen. Out of total solar insolation that reaches the Earth's surface, only a very small fraction, in bracket 0.1%, is fixed in photosynthesis. More than half is used for plant respiration, and remaining part is temporarily stored or is shifted to other portion of the plant. Oxygen is the main byproduct of photosynthesis. Oxygen occurs in a number of chemical forms and combination. It combines with nitrogen to form nitrates and with many other minerals and elements to form various oxides such as iron oxide, aluminum oxide, and others. Much of oxygen is produced from the decomposition of water molecules by sunlight during photosynthesis and is released in the atmosphere through transpiration and respiration processes of plants. Other than carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen being the principal geological other than carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen being the principal geochemical components of the biosphere, many other minerals also occur as critical nutrients for plant and animal life. These minerals elements required by living organisms are obtained initially from inorganic sources such as phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, and potassium. Heading important terms. First, biosphere. The biosphere includes all the living components of the earth. It consists of all plants and animals, including all the microorganisms that live on the planet earth and their interaction with the surrounding environment. Next, environment. The environment is made up of abiotic and biotic components. Next, ecology. The term ecology is derived from the Greek word oikos, meaning house, combined with the word logy, meaning the science of or the study of. Literally, ecology is the study of the earth as a household of plants, human beings, animals, and microorganisms. Next, ecological systems. The interaction of a particular group of organisms with the abiotic factors within a particular habitat, resulting in a clearly defined energy flows and material cycles on the land, water, and air are called ecological systems. Next, habitat. A habitat in the ecological sense is the totality of the physical and chemical factors and constitute the general environment. Next, ecosystem. A system consisting of biotic and abiotic components is known as ecosystem. Next, ecological adaptation. All these components in ecosystem are interrelated and interact with each other. Different types of ecosystems exist with varying ranges of environmental conditions where various plants and animal species have got adapted through evolution. This phenomenon is known as ecological adaptation. Next, abiotic factors. Abiotic factors include rainfall, temperature, sunlight, atmospheric humidity, soil condition, inorganic substances in bracket carbon dioxide, water, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, etc. Next, biotic factors. Biotic factors include the producers, the consumer in bracket primary, secondary, tertiary, bracket close, and the decomposers. Next, producers. The producers include all the green plants which manufacture their own food through photosynthesis. Next, primary consumers. The primary consumers include herbivorous animals like deer, goat, mice, and all plant-eating animals. Next, carnivorous. The carnivores include all the flesh-eating animals like snakes, tigers, and lions. Certain carnivores that feed also on carnivores are known as top carnivores like hawks and mongooses. Decomposers. Decomposers are those that feed on dead organisms. In bracket, for example, scavengers like vultures and crows. Bracket close. The further breaking down of the dead matter by other decomposing agents like bacteria and various microorganisms. Next, biome. A biome is a plant and animal community that covers a large geographical area. The boundaries of different biomes on land are determined mainly by climate. Therefore, a biome can be defined as the total assemblage of plant and animal species interacting within specific conditions. Next, food chain. This sequences of eating and being eaten and the resultant transfer of energy from one level to another is known as the food chain. Next, flow of energy. Transfer of energy that occurs during the process of a food chain from one level to another is known as flow of energy. Next, food web. The food chain get interlocked with one another. This interconnecting network of species is known as food web. Next, water cycle. All living organisms, the atmosphere and the lithosphere maintain between them a circulation of water in solid, liquid or gaseous form. This is known as the water or hydrological cycle. Next, oxygen cycle. Oxygen is the main product of photosynthesis. It is involved in the oxidation of carbohydrates with the release of energy, carbon dioxide and water. The cycling of oxygen is a highly complex process. Next, denitrification. Some bacteria can even convert nitrates into nitrates that can be used again by green plants. There are still other types of bacteria capable of converting nitrates into free nitrogen, a process known as denitrification. Next, biogeochemical cycle. Bio refers to living organism and geo to rocks, soil, air and water of the earth. These cyclic movements of chemical elements of biosphere between the organism and environment are referred to as biogeochemical cycles. Next, ecological balance. Ecological balance is a state of dynamic equilibrium within a community of organisms in a habitat or ecosystem. It can happen when the diversity of living organisms remains relatively stable. Next, succession. This change is due to competition where the secondary forest species such as grasses, bamboos or pines overtakes the native species, changing the original forest structure. This is called succession. Here chapter 5 completed.